Hi everyone, welcome to Leisure Life Live. I'm Veronica.
And I'm Paige.
And we are here to talk about fall decor ideas. So there's a lot of celebrating that goes on in the fall.
Yeah.
You have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and a lot of our preparations for Christmas all happen in the fall.
Oh, yeah.
So whether you're super excited this year and just want to add a little bit more to your decor, or you're kind of having trouble getting in the mood, we have ideas for everyone. So
We'll check off all the boxes today.
We are checking off the boxes today on Leisure Life Live. So it is I Heart Yarn Month, and so don't forget, I Heart Yarn Day is actually just 2 days away.
October 12th.
So don't forget to tag us with the hashtag Leisure Arts, and then also use the hashtags I Love Yarn Day and Humans the Yarn. Because at the end of the month, we are actually, our last Leisure Life Live of the month is actually on Halloween. So we are going to have a hashtag Leisure Arts party.
Big celebration.
Yeah, so we're going to try to get as many people around the office in here, and we're going to show your designs, things that you make with the hashtag Leisure Arts. So we want to see what you're doing, what you're making,
We'd love to see what's going on in your studio. We're going to share your studios in our studio.
Right, exactly. So whether you're doing yarn or whether you're doing some of these fall decor ideas, anything that you're doing, tell us. So that's a good way to get started. So we're going to do a giveaway. We are giving away the Stitchery Kit and this Pumpkins book.
We've got a fall and a Halloween right here.
So tell us in the comments what you are, either if you have done a fall type project, or if you're planning to do one, or if you'd like to do one that we're doing today. So tell us about, or maybe one that you've done in years past. So tell us about your fall decor craft projects, and we will pick a winner for those two items. So we are going to hop into it, unless, Mark, does anyone have any comments or anything?
We've got Dee, we've got Chris, we've got the usual crowd. They're all saying hi.
Hi everyone.
Good to see you again.
We hope you're excited for our fall decor ideas. So you may hear, as we go on, you may hear the microwave in the background, because a little later in our show today, we're going to show you how to make a candle inside of this pumpkin. So Marco, our trusty intern, is melting our wax and getting it ready for our demo just a little later on. But why don't we go ahead and get started with some good Halloween ideas?
Yes, absolutely. So if you have been dying to decorate for Halloween since November 1st of last year, like I am, then you will be super excited for this stuff. I love pumpkins, and this is book number 6870. You can look for it on our website. It's got a bunch of really great Halloween ideas, and this is great for the crafter that wants to make and decorate a pumpkin but doesn't have to gut the pumpkin and take out all the insides and leave a big mess. So you could go either spiffy for fall, or you can go spooky. So I like that there's a range of different ideas, and I really like the carving even here. These are all fake pumpkins, by the way. This is what you can craft with their fake pumpkins, but I guess you can do real pumpkins too.
You can do these on real pumpkins. This is a design specifically that I think is made for an artificial pumpkin, because you're actually carving into the pumpkin. So you see you have that beautiful yellow, so you have that contrast. You would still have that effect on a real pumpkin, but the coloring would be a little different.
And it wouldn't last as long either. This one you can pull out for next year if you want to.
Right, because once you do all that work, it's nice to be able to have that work be kind of, last you more than a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'd want to keep a pumpkin like this, for
exactly.
sure.
So, and you can buy these on sale all the time, so you can get nice deals on them. This is actually a fake pumpkin. It's hard to tell. I mean, you have the real pumpkin here. They're getting so good at making them, they're literally as good as the real thing.
Oh yeah, and you can get creative with colors, like you could paint them all black and bedazzle it all you want. You can even paint them different colors. In the book, there's one where someone painted a moon and a bat. It's really, really pretty. Anytime that you can go outside of the box with your Halloween decor, I think it's my kind of style. So.
And I think, I know a lot of you are doing diamond art projects. I think it would be super fun to use some of your extra diamond art gems, especially if you have some AB beads. It would be really, really pretty, especially if you just kind of like drew a design on there. If it's a bat or something, you could fill it in with the beads. It would be really pretty, really
cool.
pretty.
Take your jack-o'-lantern to the next level.
Yeah, or you could do a monogram, like just do the first letter of your last name, and then you could even do like, just kind of step it up with colors, so have it be like a nice ombre look or a rainbow look.
The book even has patterns with like lace and glitter, and it's all different kinds of ideas.
There's just, well, we even have a fairy garden inside of a pumpkin. So we've got lots of good, fun ideas. So anyway, that's how to, what did you say, spiffy or spooky?
Yeah, you can go spiffy or spooky with your decor. So easy or hard, too. There's a range of all different kinds of projects in here. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, so Mark, does anyone have anything to say about pumpkins?
Dee mentioned turquoise colored pumpkins are in.
Oh. Yes, well, the turquoise ones or the teal ones are big for treats with allergies.
You could see like an Alice in Wonderland kind of style going on there.
Yeah, so I don't know if they do this nationwide, but I know around here if you put out a teal pumpkin, that means that you have treats for allergies.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that means that that you're gonna offer something that's like nut free and a lot of times it's like little things like erasers or pencils or things that are non-food because with allergies there's so many allergens. So that teal pumpkin, if you put one out in front of your house, make sure you have an allergy friendly snack.
Wow, you learn something new every day. I never knew that.
And so so I was going to say, we around here use an app called the Neighborhood app. I'm sure it's nationwide, but they actually have an indication where you can put a teal pumpkin on your house.
Oh, cool.
Saying that you have that you have that. And I really like green pumpkins. As you see, our Lori, our stylist, she fixed us up with some pretty green pumpkins. I'm a fan of green pumpkins.
Got a brand new fall spread here.
Yeah, I think they're super fun. All right, so what else do we have for Halloween over there?
Well, we have got another thing that I love is Snuggies and blankets, because who doesn't love to stay warm during the holiday season? Because it always gets really cold around Halloween. So this blanket is from Kids Snuggies. This is book number 75678, also on our website. And this is the Sugar Skull blanket. And here you can kind of see the kind of beginning of the pattern here. Takes you through step by step the entire process from the sugar skull eyes to like the beautiful blue flowers that you see here. Super easy to follow instructions. Anyone who's learning crochet, it would be a great pattern to start with. And it's just big enough for, smaller kids, but I would actually make the pattern a bit bigger so that way adults can use it, because I think this would be a great gift for adults. What do you think?
I think if you are snuggled up on the couch, that will fit over you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Either way, I think that is a super fun design. And it, I think a lot of people would love that year round. I don't think it necessarily has to be Halloween or Day of the Dead, but that's a really fun. Mark, did you get a chance to show them that? It's just a really fun design.
And the book has other really great patterns too. Like as you can see on the front cover, we've got great mermaid and princess blankets and even pizza blankets for, everyone who just has that hunger. This is great for someone who stays inside on Halloween and really wants to watch like slasher flicks or Hocus Pocus, in my opinion. That's what I watch every Halloween.
And if you're thinking ahead for Christmas, there's some fun ideas in there, like the mermaid tails, the watermelon slice. Like, I think there's something in there for everyone. The crayon box, there's all sorts of, there's like a little dress. So there's all sorts of fun. If you're looking for a really creative idea, something that's out of the box that they're never going to think of in a million years, that wow, like how did you make this? That excited Christmas morning excitement, that shock of something that's so outside of what you would think of.
And it's a timeless gift too, because who doesn't love a blanket as a gift?
That's right.
Blankets.
That's right, because with kids and tweens and teenagers, they outgrow things, they go through fads. And something like that, a blanket, it's going to last them for years.
Oh yeah.
So speaking of blankets, so we've talked about this Crochet Afghan Revival book. It's actually part of our giveaway for the whole month. We're doing I Heart Yarn month, and so we're talking about some of our bind ups. So these are some of our favorite yarn, our favorite Afghans. And so we chose this leaf pattern, and Mark, you can kind of zoom in over here and you can see just how beautiful this this blanket is it really has that timeless look with the different colors of the leaves, and it's a nice, good-sized blanket. So it's beautiful for your fall decor.
Oh yeah, I love the fringe at the end too. The fringe is really creative.
Yeah, it's super fun. And speaking of super fun things, I just love this. This is what we call a half moon rug. And so these are antlers.
Ooh, it's soft.
So you can see how from far away, you can kind of see in this photography, from far away it just looks like it's a solid, but as you get closer you have that variegated yarn, and you really have that really fun look that that you can put in, just to give your house a little rustic touch, or if you have a cabin or some type of if you're just looking for that fall look year round, that's a really neat thing to put in a bathroom and an entryway. Really,
It's a great rustic touch.
right, it really is. No matter what your decor, I think that's a fun fall touch that you could even use year round, depending on what your decor is.
And it's a great gender neutral gift too. I feel like guys and gals would love it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, I put these out here. We don't have, I think these may be in our burlap book that we did a while back, but I just wanted to show, this is a fun way to use a non-traditional floral making piece to make these really pretty flowers. So this is just that burlap ribbon that you see, and it's used to make these fun flowers. Now, how neat is that for fall? I mean, you can make that now and have that all the way through Thanksgiving. You can even use those on your Thanksgiving centerpieces. So that's super fun.
That's really creative. I love what we can do with burlap. And speaking of flowers.
Or leaves.
Or leaves, yes. It's got the colors of it. So another great thing for fall is actually, I'll put this back up on the stand here. I love these stitchery kits. So these are great crafts to make if you really want to learn how to embroider, but you don't really know where to start. These kits have everything you need, from like yards of floss to, the embroidery hoop that you secure your cloth onto. And what I love about these the most is that they have a pre-printed design already on them, so you won't lose your place at all. You just start with your floss, you learn the basic stitches that come in the little instruction leaflet, and it's super simple and easy to make. And I love the falling leaves one. I think it'd be perfect for like your office or like inside your little coffee room at home or something like that. I love the illusion of it. It just actually looks like falling leaves.
Right, because it's on an organza background. And so this is part of our mini maker line, and mini maker kits are bite-sized craft experiences. So if you've never done embroidery before, this is a great way to get started, because everything you need to finish the kit is inside that bag.
Oh yeah, needles included, everything.
So speaking of crafting, we are going to start our demonstration here. So if you missed our 2 lives with Stephanie Rose, she did lives on Teach Me Tuesday. So if you go back onto our videos, and we have a Teach Me Tuesday playlist. So you'll find her videos there. And so she talked all about different candles and soaps and stuff you can make. And one of the candles, and I know I've talked about this one before, the pumpkin spice candle.
It's one of our favorites.
I love the idea of making a candle inside of a pumpkin. So, this is not the only fall-related candle in this book. I know that our blog, which comes out tomorrow,
had on our social.
had Paige talked about this fun crystal blog. I think you called it a witch's brew.
Yeah, it's like a kind of a potion that you can make out of it. It's just really creative, I think. It's a Halloween kind of theme thing again, and then you can play with.
Yeah, and Christmas is just around the corner, so we have that ombre. Mark is rolling his eyes. He is not ready for Christmas.
So stay in fall.
So there's lots of candle ideas, whether you want seasonal ideas or not, in this book. And the great thing about this book is Stephanie gives you like those step-by-step pictures.
Oh yeah.
Mark, before we get started on these candles, does anyone have anything?
Yeah, Marjorie was wondering where she can find the embroidery kits. You can find them on leisurearts.com. You can find them on amazon.com and your favorite craft store.
Yes,
that's right.
And this one specifically is number 49804. It's Falling Leaves. There are a couple other really nice floral and leaf ones if you want to check them out, but this one's our favorite for fall.
So the first thing I did when prepping this candle was I gutted it. So Paige and I were talking earlier. I was like, have you ever done this before? And she's like, no. So gutting the pumpkin is really, really easy. All you're going to do, you want to have a little handy bag nearby when you do it. But all you're going to do when you've got a pumpkin is you're just going, I like a metal spoon because a metal spoon gives, it has that give. It's not going to bend on you very easily. And a wooden spoon really isn't going to, it's not going to pierce the flesh enough.
Gotcha.
So you can use plastic if it's shaped right. So if you have those carving kits, you can use those plastic little shovels that come out of the kits too. Okay. But I haven't got those down from the attic yet, so I use this handy duty spoon. So you can see here, and I'll try to push it up here. So you can see that metal spoon does a great job at helping you break down the wall of that pumpkin.
Oh yeah, that's handy.
Yeah, and so when you have all those seeds in there, they just come right out. I just left a little bit of the fiber in there to show you guys, because I didn't figure you wanted me to do this for 5 minutes on camera.
And it's important to have all the fiber out too, right, for the candle?
Not necessarily. Okay. I'm not going to try to get every single one of these out. I just kind of wanted to demonstrate it. Gotcha. But the wax is going to actually, it's going to seal this pumpkin. So it's going to slow down the breaking down of the pumpkin, because once you pick a pumpkin, right, it starts dying, just like flowers and everything else. So I actually had a pumpkin I was going to use, but I went ahead and went to the store at lunch and got a new pumpkin because I wanted a fresher pumpkin so it would last a little longer. And Marco's going to bring us our wax. I think he's got it nice and melted. Now, Stephanie didn't actually show us with the lid, but I like the lid. Say hello, Marco.
Hello, everyone.
You can set that down there. So I like the lid because I will probably use it and pop it back on my candle when it's not in use. Okay. So you can use it as a lid later on.
Fun.
So it's really simple. This is about 8 ounces is what it called for. I used about a pound because this pumpkin's a little bigger than the instructions called for, so I wanted to make sure that we had enough. So it is soy wax for container candles, and so we just melted this in the microwave, and actually we're going to add all of this because it calls for quite a bit of essential oils. Okay. So instead of a pumpkin spice, because I've got a lot of pumpkin flavored scentsies in my house, so I wanted something that was like a complementary scent, so I went with cinnamon. Because, you know, the cinnamon is actually, a lot of people think that pumpkin spice has pumpkin in it, and it doesn't. It's just cinnamon and vanilla and nutmeg. It's all those spices. So pumpkin spice is just that spice mix that has all of those flavors that you put into a pumpkin pie.
Well, I've learned 2 things today, the teal pumpkin and the pumpkin spice recipe.
So you can smell it. Can you smell that cinnamon?
Oh yeah, I can smell it. I love the smell of cinnamon, so it doesn't bother me.
We are going to get a wick, and I believe, do you have the wick over there?
Let me see.
All right, we had wicks out here, but we may need to grab another one. Marco, can you grab a wick? I believe they may be off of camera here. So, excuse us while we find our wicks.
It's a little Halloween trick or treat.
So, no more. Okay, so I'm going to go off camera. You can.
Gotcha. Well, while I'm talking about this, another thing that is really great, one that we haven't talked about for fall yet, kitchen decor. So this is a really great book for small projects that you can work with. It is Making a Weekend Pot Holders and Dishcloths. And we actually don't have any of those projects on the table today, but I can flip through the book and show you some of them. So these are really simple and easy projects, and the book is self-explanatory. They're so small that you can make them in a weekend, and it is super duper easy. So this is a corn on the cob pan holder, and I think it is super creative. Make sure you don't burn your hand in like the coolest and most creative fall way. And then the second pattern is actually, I'm gonna flip through it here. It's a golden apple pot holder. And I think these are really creative and easy projects to kind of start off with. And this is knit, by the way, for all the people that have seen the crochet projects and are like, where's my knit project? These are your knit projects. We've got you. You can make them super easy in a weekend, super creative, and it's really great for kitchen decor. Mark, what kind of comments have we got so far?
Chris hates gutting pumpkins as much as I do.
Oh my gosh, I
the
hate
worst
it
part.
too. Oh my goodness. What kind of jack-o'-lanterns have you made for your house before, Mark?
I like the designer types. You get the
Okay.
book with the pattern, you know,
Oh,
that comes with the carving kit, and then
Oh yeah, that's
you pick out
definitely,
one of those intricate designs.
that's my kind of pumpkin for sure. It's like
my
10% of
girls
the work.
love those.
Oh yeah, for sure. I remember when I was a kid, I did like a witch flying on a broom. I've done like, you know, a big jack-o'-lantern that looks crazy. We've done, let me think, Jack Skellington before. Super creative things.
Here's a comment. Roast the pumpkin seeds. Yum.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love pumpkin seeds. Oh, one of my favorite fall snacks.
So I cannot locate this wick. So we are going to make a wickless candle, and then. So Marco, could you run to my desk and see if they are on my desk?
Yes.
I could have sworn I brought those wicks down, but I am not finding them.
I'm telling you, trick or treat. The witch took it. That's
I
what
am not
happened.
finding them, so we will add the wig hopefully before this sets. So I apologize for that, everyone.
Just imagine the wick is there. I promise it'll be the same process.
So we are just going to pour this, and we will add the wick before it sets.
Here we go.
And it smells
Oh, it
fantastic.
smells so good.
Yeah, it smells really nice, but that's it. That is, you know, it's super easy. It would, yeah, so that's it. That's all there is, and we'll just let that set.
Well, nice.
Yeah,
So what kind of pumpkins have you done for your house before, Veronica? I asked Mark.
So I've done all sorts of pumpkins. I have a Cricut at home, so I've cut vinyl out on our pumpkins, and so we have a pumpkin I bring out every year that has a P on it for
Aw.
Palmer. And then I have another one that says Trick or Treat, all out of black vinyl.
Wow.
So I like decorating the craft pumpkins with using that black vinyl. I think that it's super
Gotcha.
fun, and it lasts year after year after year. We've also done some fun stuff with painting pumpkins.
Cool.
And we carve pumpkins every year too.
Nice,
So-
like real pumpkins? and
yeah,
stuff?
yeah, we
Oh,
carve
very
real
cool.
pumpkins every year, but that's not something you can do too far out. You have to do it just a few days out. So we usually do it like, like, I think Halloween's on Thursday this year, so we'll probably carve pumpkins on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
So like last year, I think we did a Star Wars pumpkin,
Oh,
and we
cool.
usually try to do one fun, one scary, and one, because there are 3 of us, so we usually each do one. So that's
Gotcha.
kind of an annual tradition at our house.
Very cool.
And I like to cook with pumpkins too, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so pumpkins are fun to hollow out, and then I like to make a pasta recipe with pumpkins.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then different fun things. So, yeah, so we hope you've gotten some great ideas. Do we have any more comments?
Clovis was, she did not know about the pumpkin spice, what it's made up of. She's
I didn't
excited
either,
to hear that.
Clovis. You
Yeah.
learn something new
And,
every day.
and we need smell-o-vision.
Yes.
Well, it smells fantastic. Even though there's no wick, it smells really, really great. But yeah, so the pumpkin spice, and I think it was kind of a controversy a few years ago. Like, people were like, can you believe there's no pumpkin in the pumpkin spice lattes?
I'm not surprised
But-
it's a controversy.
Well, you know, because pumpkin spice is just like that bit of spices. So
Yeah.
that mix of spices. Generally, it's cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, cardamom, ginger. Yeah, it's that mix of all
Wow.
the different spices
But
together.
no pumpkin.
But no pumpkin.
No pumpkin. Wow.
Speaking of pumpkins, aren't we giving pumpkins
Oh, yeah.
We are.
Don't
times
forget,
3
guys.
away today? And the
Yes.
embroidery kit.
Pumpkins times 3 and the stitchery kit. Don't forget to comment below about maybe your favorite Halloween or fall tradition in general.
That's
or,
right.
you know, just say hello to us. We love to see what's going on in your neck of the woods. So don't forget about our giveaway, and don't forget about I Love Yarn Day, October 12th. It is this weekend.
That's right. And so happy crafting, everyone. And don't forget to tag us, #LeisureArts.
Oh,
Before
yeah.
we go, this is cool. Marjorie cooked beef stew in a pumpkin.
Yum. You know, I have seen soups where like everyone has their individual pumpkin, and I don't mind. I actually do not mind hollowing out pumpkins. But I would not do it for every person at my table.
Yeah,
I
that's
do
like-
not love my family that much.
That's like Martha Stewart level stuff.
I mean,
oh my gosh.
everyone
Wow.
getting their own pumpkin is a little extreme.
Wow.
But it would be kind of cool to serve it like as your terrine. I think that's what they call those.
Yeah, that would be
And
really
actually serve it in one giant pumpkin. That would be really neat.
Really creative, Marjorie.
Yeah.
Good job.
Any other
Awesome.
ideas?
Clovis doesn't like pumpkins.
Well, Clovis, we got a bunch of other stuff. for
So
you to
that's
look
why
at.
Clovis is excited about pumpkin spice with no pumpkins.
Yes. See,
You
that's-
can
that's
have
why.
it now, Clovis.
That's true. Oh my goodness.
All right. Well, happy crafting, everyone, and happy fall. I know that this is my favorite time of the year.
Oh yeah.
So I can't wait to see all the things that you guys are doing.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right. Happy crafting. Bye.